Hello, it's Mr. Bush here, and I was making this video to help you with tonight's homework. This is what it should look like, and we'll go ahead and start on the side with the models of the atom. Alright, if you look here, we're going to start with problem number 1. First step is to write down the number of atoms in that particular the number of atoms for each element in this compound. So if you look here, we went ahead and put an arrow at our subscript. That means you're going to have 2 sodium atoms in that compound. And if you look right here, there you go. No number means basically you're going to have 1. So you'd have 2 sodiums, 1 oxygen. Alright, let's go ahead and look at how we answer the total number of elements. Alright, if you look here, you have Na, and if you notice the A is lowercase, that means it's going to be 1 element, that's going to be sodium. And the O is capitalized, so that means it's also going to be an element, that's going to be oxygen. So you're basically going to have only 2 different types of elements there. So if you look here, that is your oxygen, and that part there is your sodium. So you would have 2 total elements present. And now we're going to look at how to find the total number of atoms. Alright, if you look here, if you're asking for the total number of atoms, you add basically all of your sodium atoms with the total number of oxygen, and that will give you the total atoms. So if you add 2 plus 1, that gives you 3. Now a good way to double check to make sure you got your answer correct is look at the drawing over here to the right and count the number of circles. It should be equal to your total number of atoms. Now the last step is just to write in our elements. So I'm not going to be real picky on the correct order for these, as long as you have, if it has 1 oxygen atom, it needs to have at least 1 oxygen atom. And if you have 2 sodiums, you need to have, well, 2 sodium atoms. So that's how you label them, and you do that for basically the entire page. Let's flip over to the other side. Now the definitions are pretty easy. You just write down exactly what it says in the blank. You do not have to write them twice. I just put in 2 lines because, as I demonstrated, some of us write big and we need a little extra space. So just write the definitions down the way they appear on the page. Alright, for the bottom section, what you do is just go ahead and write down the types of atoms you have. You're going to have K for potassium, you're going to have C for carbon, and O for oxygen. Now once again, the CO are 2 different elements because they're both capital letters. Alright, then the next is to count the number of atoms. Alright, now go ahead and direct your attention to this problem. It's going to be the third one down to the left. If you look here, there's basically going to be 2 different H's. So what you do is, as you go along, you have 1 nitrogen because, well, there's no number marked there. And then you have 2 different H's here. What you're going to do is you're basically going to add those together. So you have 4 hydrogens there, you have 3 hydrogens there, you add them together, get a total of 7. The rest is pretty simple. You have 2 carbons, 2 oxygens. If you add them all together, you have a total of 12 different atoms. Alright, hopefully this was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to basically send me an email or give me a call. Thank you, have a great day.